Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan and today I'm going to finally talk about one of my favorite bags. I love this bag. It's so beautiful. The BVLGARI Serpenti Forever Crossbody bag. I know that they have a shoulder bag and that's much larger than this. This is teeny tiny. If the small classic flap is way too small for you, then you will probably hate this bag, but I love it and I'm going to talk to you about why I like it, what fits inside. I'll have mod shots over here throughout the video. So let's get started. I bought this 1 year ago. I bought it on the same day that I picked out my wedding dress. If you've ever been to Boston, then you'll be familiar with Newbury Street, where there's a Burberry, a Chanel, something else, Cartier's on this same street, and then there's a BVLGARI really close by. The security guard always waves at everybody who passes by. Like if you glance at the store, he's waving at you. And it's actually really intimidated me for a while. I don't know, maybe I'm too mousy, but anyway, I finally went in after seeing this bag all over social media. But I have to say, I'm really glad that it never like had the big rise and fall that a lot of gifted bags have, because I love this bag. Let's get that out of the way. If you can't tell, I love this bag. But so I went in and I knew the moment I put it on, you know, I asked them to see these bags. I was the only soul in the store, so they were really attentive, really sweet and friendly. You know, I told them why I was in Boston and about getting married and stuff. So we talked a long time about that, but it was just really great. And this was January 2020, so we had never heard of COVID. We didn't know what to expect from the air. But I fell in love with this bag. Now, I personally like red bags, but they have a bunch of different colors that I'll try to put up pictures of over here. This bag makes me giddy. This is one of my probably top 3 favorite forever bags. It has the gorgeous snake head. We'll just do a quick rundown of the bag. It has one long strap with the gorgeous snake chain detail, 2 grommets. I like that it feels like jewelry. All BVLGARI bags come with this tiny little mirror, so it just feels like really classic. If you're a fan of vintage bags like I am, then you'll know many of them would come with little compact mirrors. So this is just really special. Apparently, BVLGARI, the company, was started by a Greek man who emigrated to Italy, and he ended up changing his last name to the Italian version, which was BVLGARI. And I always get confused because a lot of people say Bulgari, other people say BVLGARI. Apparently BVLGARI is correct, at least that's what they told me in store, but I don't know. But I love this bag. Okay. It has black glazing. I believe all of them do. Occasionally they come out with special editions where it'll have a slightly different jeweled snake head, but this is the original classic version that's on all of their standard pieces. They had a beautiful pink one with, you know, or it was white with pink sides. That they do so many. So it's very rare that I pick up a bag like the day of, you know, the first time I'm ever trying it on and seeing it. That's happened with one of my Dior bags. No, 2 of my Dior bags. The Chanel 19 that I just bought and this bag. Otherwise, I tend to just agonize over it for months and months, but the moment I put this on, I just was head over heels. And I wanted the red versus some of their more shiny patent colors, just because I knew that this would integrate really well in my wardrobe. So I will include all the measurements down below, strap drop, everything like that. I will tell you now that the strap drop is 51 centimeters, but if you're a little bit taller, if you're curvier, bigger bust, this piece here, you can see the chain, it actually disconnects. I'll try to have close-up pictures showing that mechanism, but it's really, I mean, it's so self-explanatory. But you can disconnect them and you can make the chain drop actually 58 centimeters. Again, I'll have that all written down below, but then it becomes really long. And I'm 5'5", about like a size 4 to 6. So, and the regular strap drop is perfect on me. Can you tell I'm over-caffeinated? But, so I personally keep them connected, but it can suit a different frame, which I think is fantastic. Oh, gosh, where to begin? I love this bag. Now, pros and cons, purely a matter of perspective. I like that it's very slim. I like that it's quite narrow, it fits really close to the body. The moment I put it on, like I said to the guy in the store, it just feels like jewelry. It feels more like jewelry than a bag, honestly. With the jeweled snake head, the gorgeous thin chain, and if you're like more busty, then I think a crossbody strap, especially a thin one, is really great. And I don't always like a lot of chunky chains. I think that they can go in and out of fashion. So something like this that's a really pale gold is definitely a keeper. I think the biggest con for people with this bag would be how small it is, how low capacity it is. So to kind of walk you through how little fits in this bag, it'll be a lot easier if you have a really slim card holder, which I don't. But I recently got an iPhone for work. Please don't ask me what kind it is because I have no idea. But it does have an OtterBox case on it, and I'll have the length of the cell phone down below in case you want to compare it to yours. But it fits easily in there. One concern of mine is that this will crease eventually, and that perhaps the glazing will start to crack or show wear. I'm sure that they'll fix it if it does. I try not to really beat it up too much and constantly go in and out or really stretch it back, because while there's no wear on it yet, I am worried that this will start to really crease. So back to what fits inside. I do have the cell phone in there easily. I have a French wallet. If you want to think about it this way, a typical card holder would be about half the width of this. So if this can fit, a card holder will give you so much more room. So I did test this all beforehand and it fits. So that fits, but with the case on the phone, it's pretty much at its capacity for width, as much as you can put in there. So a few of their typical things you'd want to have, your keys, it will not fit there. I mean, maybe if you have a really tiny card holder, no case on your phone. I mean, I can't imagine this fitting a 4-ring key holder. But for example, perfume, my bomb.com, and my keys, those fit easily next to my card holder. Sorry, my French wallet. So if you can peek in there, it's very snug. I honestly don't put a case on my regular phone. I have a Galaxy phone. I don't know, I don't bother. I really need to get a card holder because this is quite stuffed. I would not want to pack it any more than this. I tried to test out my sunglasses. They don't fit. I also tried to fit in my little notebook that I love carrying. It doesn't fit. But this is as stuffed as I would want it to be. It's not bulging, but yeah, as you can see, it definitely comes in on the sides. So if you were just to take the measurements from here to here, it wouldn't be an accurate representation of what you can fit on the inside, just to make note of that. There's a compact wallet that I have. It is from Rag & Bone. It is probably similar to like a Louis Vuitton compact wallet, or like the Victorine wallet or something. And this certainly fits inside, but you're really not going to fit anything else. Let me see if my cell phone fits without the case. Does it fit? Yes, it does. Oh, okay, that's cool. So basically, if you have a larger, well, sorry, I shouldn't say that. A larger compact wallet, that doesn't make sense. If you have a compact wallet and all you need is your wallet, your phone, your keys, and you're not particular about having a case on your phone, that all fits. Now, I am only going in and out of this bag so much for the sake of the video. Like I said, normally I try to limit how much I'm going in and out of it. So this is ideal for like a shopping day for me or running around a city, just because I really don't carry all that much. All I use is my thin wallet, a phone, keys, maybe chapstick with me. I can have my sunglasses on my shirt, on my face. I'm not really all that fussed about it. So the minimal capacity doesn't bother me, but I know that that's kind of unusual. This would be way too small for most people's day bag. I love it so much. I don't really care. I really want another one in a different color. If you saw my 5 bags for under $5,000 that I would rather buy than a black Chanel classic flap, this, I love this bag. You could buy 3 of these for a Chanel classic flap, and I don't think that is any kind of statement about the quality. I think that's a statement about Chanel. But I love this bag. It has the Bulgari on the back. Gosh, my baby. What else can I say about this bag? The packaging was gorgeous. It comes in this really soft dust bag. Obviously, I keep it in that. Here's my receipt, authenticity card, big beautiful ribbon. Okay, now here's something I've never come across. One, they have a raincoat, which I know is on the, why am I blanking? I love this bag, the Peekaboo, the Fendi Peekaboo. This also has a raincoat, which I've never used, just because I wouldn't bring this calfskin out into the rain just because it's really smooth and perfect. But they also gave me a ton of like leather cleaner towelettes. They were just really generous and clearly wanted to make the experience worthwhile. You know, you go into a Chanel and they're still packed. Like even in the state of the world, like they're packed. They have lines out the door. But Bulgari is empty, and frankly, I had the best service of my life there. I'm not saying that I've had bad service in other places. I'm just saying that they were above and beyond. There we go. This is the beautiful box with the magnetic closure. Another thing I love this bag for, and it was kind of a more unusual circumstance, but I used to have to travel quite a bit. I would go to a lot of hotels and conferences, and oftentimes, like if you're at a conference all day, in the evening there will be events, often in the same hotel. So I would go up and change after the long day, and then I would have this as my bag in the evening. Like you're just in the hotel, so you don't really need a purse, but you kind of need a purse. You want your hands to be free because you're going to be like shaking hands, you're going to be talking to people and running around, maybe there's a buffet, whatever. So this was fantastic because it's so thin. You know, you have your phone, maybe business cards, your hotel key, and that's really all you need. And this was perfect because it didn't feel like I was carrying around a big purse. But it fit all of my stuff, and so I could be hands-free. Very weird circumstance. I get it, not everyone is going to be in that particular situation, but that is one time that I loved this bag. Another thing is, now, this is iconic to everybody who's into luxury handbags, but no one else knew what it was at this particular conference. Like, if you're not into it, then you're not into it. But it has so many standout details. Obviously the gold here, and on all the grommets it does say Bulgari. Let's see if I get out of the shot, will it focus? No. Okay, I'll put in pictures. I cannot talk enough about how much I love this bag, despite its minimal capacity, despite the fact like you're not going to fit sunglasses in it, a phone charger, a notebook. Can someone tell me the measurements for an iPhone Plus if you happen to know like how long it is, so I can mention it in my reviews? 'Cause I have no idea, and I feel like I keep getting conflicting measurements when I look it up online, but I have a feeling you cannot fit it because I know I don't have the Plus, and whatever I have is pretty minimal. As you can see, it dips in there, so all of these features, you know, they do take away from the capacity. I don't care. They do actually use semi-precious stones in the snakehead. So all of these things are just really special, and I feel like luxury bags don't put in this kind of effort anymore, like at this level. Like, I've gushed over my Mark Cross bag because they still gold plate the hardware. Like, I feel like Bulgari, they really did merge their jewelry designs with their leather goods, and this was the baby, and it's amazing. So I think that's all I really wanted to say about the bag. Just to note, another thing about it being really thin is, even though it's a more delicate calfskin and you want to be careful, not be worried, you don't need to be worried, but you should be careful with scratches, avoiding the rain. But because it's so thin, I can actually fit this underneath a raincoat. I can fit it underneath like a wool coat in the wintertime. So let's say I'm going from the office, walking home, and I don't want to like worry about people scratching my bag as they're walking by. I can fit this underneath my coat. Or if the weather suddenly turns, it's just really close to my body and I don't have to worry about it. So, you know, it's a give and take. I prefer to think about all the reasons. I don't mind it being really narrow. So please let me know if you have any questions. As you can tell, I love this bag. I'm sure it's not for everybody, but I hope this gave you a better idea of, you know, whether or not it's for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.